to IT's 5 for 5 Special Edition Post NBA Finals. Here comes the NFL edition. And this is your host, Isaiah Trammell.
You know I'm going to give it to you as usual. Let's get in. First question.
How impressive was LeBron James with a broken hand competing in those two games? And go.
I say it was pretty impressive, but LeBron's LeBron. You're not going to change anything about it. The only reason why the Cavs got swept in this series is because they didn't have the help that they needed. And look, I'll say this once. I've said this once. I'll say it again. LeBron can't do everything on his own. Kevin Love showed up. That's great. J.R. Smith showed up. That's great. But they kept benching players like Kyle Korver. I said Kyle Korver would be a factor in this series. Kyle Korver had nothing in this series. He did not even play in the series. What? He averaged like 6 minutes a game. That's not enough to give Kyle Korver the opportunity. And like I was watching during this series, he had shots that he could have taken, but they weren't giving Korver the ball. Like, Korver would be behind the three-point line, and someone else would be, like, away from Korver. That's a perfect opportunity for Korver to get the ball and shoot. But then when Korver had the shot, he always missed. So, I don't know what to say, but I will say this. This just shows how great LeBron is, because he averaged a triple-double in this series. I thought he could have won the Finals MVP, but that's not possible because he lost. The only other person who won the Finals MVP and not won the Finals is Jerry West, a.k.a. the Logo.
Boing. Disappointment, but LeBron had a good series. On to question 2. We are going to start right out of the gate. Who has more wins as a quarterback? Andy Dalton or Joe Flacco?
Joe Flacco. He's got more wins as a quarterback.
Who will have more wins this year?
Okay, I did that out. Yeah, but it's going to be Andy Dalton, I believe. I believe that this Bengals team is going to be good. I mean, no, they're not going to be that great, as you can see. You can tell. You guessed it right. I'm from the Cincinnati region, like the region around Cincinnati. But yeah, I think Andy Dalton's going to have a lot of wins. Andy Dalton's going to have some wins. I see the Bengals team as an 8-8 team, but it's not all about the quarterback. It's about the help around him. If John Ross and Tyler Eifert can stay healthy, I think he's got the best receiving core in the NFL. I understand that's a hot take. That's supposed to be. But, like, I think that's going to be one of the best. John Ross is a speedy receiver. Tyler Eifert's just a solid tight end. And A.J. Green's A.J. Green. And Joe Mixon is a amazing running back. I could have cared less that Jeremy Hill left. I think that gives Joe Mixon more touches. But the main question is, how's the defense going to do? I really like the secondary on this Bengals team. They got some new safeties, they got a veteran coming in, and they got a rookie. I like that competing. Who's going to be better? Who will win that starting job? And they already got a good corner in William Jackson III. So this team is going to be flat out good. I'm not saying they're going to be great, but I think Andy Dalton's going to have more wins as a quarterback than the Ravens team that's not going to be that good.
Bing. Bengals he takes. Question 3. Is it crazy that JaVale McGee has more championships than 79% of the NBA?
No. I could say the same thing. Is it crazy that James Jones has more championships than many Hall of Famers? Is it crazy that James Jones has 3 more championships than the most Hall of Famers? No. JaVale McGee didn't play that much. He was okay, I guess, but it's like JaVale McGee's more of a bench warmer. Like, that's what the thing. Robert Horry has more championships than Michael Jordan. Is that insane? No, because you go to good teams to try to win. A decent bench player can get signed by a great team to make them look more stacked. But it doesn't matter because he's not, like, going to be with one team. He's not, like, staying loyal to the program. So it's not crazy. What kind of questions are you writing? Like, this is insane.
This is fun.
Would you like me to say James Jones is better than Kevin Durant because he's got more championships than Durant? No.
And now we got hot takes of fury, baby. We're putting syrup on it today. So, next question. NFL season. Would you rather have the Patriots offense or St. Louis's defense? And go!
Okay, first off, it's the LA.
I apologize. LA, that's going to the fine bucket. Cha-ching. Go ahead.
No, it's going to be St. Louis. Like, come on. So one, they don't got Brandon Cooks anymore, so that nasty duo of Cooks and Edelman never happened. And to join Edelman, as good of a receiver he gets hurt. He's been hurt way too much. I think he's going to be fine, but I don't see him as, like, going to be a crazy good receiver like he always is. Rob Gronkowski could have been traded. There was some talk about him being traded. Danny Amendola's gone, and Chris Hogan's just a slot receiver. He's a good slot receiver. That's all he is. But this team, I'd pick the Rams defense. I mean, Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, just so many good players. This Patriots offense, as good as they're going to be, I'd pick the Rams defense over their offense.
Ding! Interesting take. We're going to question 5. Question 5 involves: who would you have rather been if you could have lived this life? Well, let me tell you something, brother. Hulk Hogan or Babe Ruth. But you got to enjoy only 5 years of their life. Go.
What the heck? I thought we were gonna talk about UFC more. What kind of questions are you writing?
These are hot takes. Do you want to be Hulk Hogan of the 80s, brother, that was selling out stadiums every day in movies and doing music videos with Vince McMahon, brother, and the world champ? Or do you want to be the Bambino hitting home runs and calling his shot for 5 years?
Hulk Hogan, because of the media. There was more media back in the 80s than there was in the 20s. You didn't have TV, so you couldn't watch Babe Ruth on TV. Yeah, there was some footage from, like, little old cameras. I have no clue how those cameras works, but I'm guessing Hulk Hogan. By the way, whoever writes these questions should immediately be fired.
You can't fire me. And one last hot take question for the evening. We got a bonus question. Fettuccine Alfredo or spaghetti with giant meatballs? And go.
I'm done with this. I'm done.
Where'd he go? I will see you next time. I better write some better questions.